Guess what? Guess what, guys? We're organising my bookshelves today. I'm not gonna lie, I've got so many books just that don't fit on my bookshelf, and books that I don't even want to have on my bookshelf anymore. I'm probably gonna unhaul a few books in the process. I have a stack of books that are just on my floor that are on my Vinted, so if you want any books that are cheap and haven't been read, they're on my Vinted. To be honest, I'm doing this on a day when it's hot, and I could wait until it's cooler, but I simply don't have the patience. So we're gonna start now. This is how we're gonna do it. This bookshelf is my favourite bookshelf because I feel like it's just a bigger part of my room, and this is the bookshelf that you can see more. So I think this shelf, I'm gonna put my more favourite books on here. I also have, well, I mean, the bottom half of these actually I do own. I mean, I own all of my books, I don't know why I said that. But actually, like the top half of these, not that one, from here to here, these are all new, and the bottom ones aren't. But I say that, I don't know how they even fit on my bookshelf before because there's actually no room. But bear in mind, like, I do have a gag alert Harry Potter shelf, which I'm getting rid of. That's just self-explanatory really. Who wants a bigot on their shelf? Not me. So she's going, or he's going, whatever JK Rowling wants to be called. Robert Galbraith, I don't know. The call is coming from inside of the house. Anyway. And to be fair, they're actually not mine, they're my mum's. So they're gonna be going, so that opens up a free shelf on this shelf. And I also have a bottom shelf here, which is kind of empty, and also has books that are gonna be on my uni reading list. So I'm gonna be taking them with me anyway, so they don't have to be in there. Also, this top here, I wanna kind of cleanse. And I might have some books on top, so that adds another shelf. That's my thinking process. I'll come back when the shelves are empty. See you soon. Right, I am hot. Shock horror, because it's hot outside, so it's hot inside. I've taken everything off, and it is very, very dusty. But yeah, there are, like, for example, this pile of books. I've not even thought about these in a hot minute. To be fair, 3 of them were gifts, so I simply can't get rid of them. But a lot of them I do want to get rid of. So yeah, I'm just noticing how many I want to sell. So yeah, now on to, well, I might dust this first, and then I'll move on to the other one. Yes. We are Enter the sting zone. Entering the sting zone. Oh, I'm hot. I think literally all of these are on my Vinted. I've got a whole set of Elsie Silver, never read. Well, I read them on my Kindle, and then I got the real copies for some reason, because I love to spend money. But I want to sell all of these, so if you're interested in any of these, please buy them from me, because I need the money. Anyway, bottom shelf, which you actually can't even see right now, but I don't have the energy. Like uni, books for uni, and kind of just random books. Like this one is like one of the first books I ever read. Well, that is such a lie. One of the first books that got me back into reading at like 13. And so I will be keeping this because that is just so sweet. Like this, I remember this being really like a cute book. Then we've got my Shakespeare kids collection, which I love and cherish, and then I've got Ali Hazelwood and Emily Henry and Stalking Jack the Ripper. Then I've got the dreaded Harry Potter shelf. Don't fret guys, you know where I stand. I support trans people. Trans people are people and should have rights, basic human rights, because guys, we're all people, we're all human. Everyone should have rights. So don't even get me started on the shelf. It is going and being hidden away somewhere because I hate this shelf so much, and like I just have had that there since I was 13, so, and all the shrapnel with it needs to go. Then I've got, actually I really do like the shelf because I love all the books on it. Let's bring you all up guys. I don't know if you can really see, but it's fine. I've got like my Hamilton. So guys, if you don't know, I do love Hamilton. I love art. I saw this, If Anyone Cares, in London in May. First time I saw it was in Birmingham when they were on tour. But this was the London one. This was the Birmingham one. Birmingham. And then I have a smaller one from London. So, yeah. And then I have my Batman art book, which I cherish. Anyway, so yeah. And then at the top I've got my Sherlock collection and my Holly Jackson collection. I am literally sweating bollocks right now. So yeah, need to like kind of eradicate a shelf and then we'll go from there. Oh, how do I get shrinking all day long? Right, we are getting close to the end. I've flipping done it. Wow, I haven't seen that one clear in bloody years. This was the first Funko Pop I ever got when I was like 10 because I flipping loved Minions. Oh my god guys, I'm really hot. Can you tell? So, let me actually maybe get you down. This is what we're freaking dealing with. To be honest, I don't know what's going on this shelf. Oh my god, I'm hot! So, I've got quite a few Penguin black... Who there? I've got quite a lot of black Penguin classics. I kind of want them to be on the shelf that you're on. Because I can see that better and I like the aesthetic of it. Call me vain. Yeah, you're also on my Arden Shakespeare's right now. I kind of want my Arden Shakespeare's to be on the top because then I'll put my like uni books on top as well, and then it's like they're the ones I'm taking with me to university. Okay, this is where we are at right now. I kind of like the idea of all my classics being together because, right, I say that, who the hell wouldn't want that?
So, here's a revolutionary idea.
So I actually like things to look nice. So I actually think it would be good if all of these exact same brand books went together. Jesus Christ. So then I've also thought, well, maybe I'll put fantasy here, and then I've also got some like I don't even know what I'm doing. Because like technically these are classics, so they should be up here. But there's not going to be enough room for that. Also, low-key, I love how this book stack looks. Maybe we bring these down. Because then these are like... I mean, I don't know what I was really doing. I hate this cover of The Secret Garden. It's not mine, it's my mum's. Or mine when I was younger, do you know what I mean? Like, I hate this, so I'm actually not going to put this on my shelf. I've decided just then. Because then Toni Morrison, I feel like those are classic books. But Augustina Bazterrica, that's not really classic. Maybe I'll put those here. I don't really know. I don't have a theme, which is gonna make me a bit scattered. Right, so we've also got like, I should keep my Sally Rooney's together really, shouldn't I? I feel like that's quite self-explanatory. I've got these two, which I want to obviously keep in a display. So maybe I'll put these up there. Guys, I'm just having a bit of a palaver, to be honest. I'm trying to like sort out the books on the floor first, but it hasn't really worked at all. So actually I'll just come back to you. I'm talking for no reason, I'm wasting time. Everything's coming up crazy. Okay, so I freaking did it! Well, I've still got that shelf to do, but I'm very happy with how this looks. So I'll talk you through it. I mean, I know I haven't finished all of it yet, but I just thought, why not talk you through it now? So, top shelf. Actually, this is a top shelf, but we're gonna come to this at the end. There we go. Oh, there we go. Right. So, top shelf. Let's go. Let's go. Right, so we've got my classics. I've tried to do this alphabetically through each thing. Jane Austen, bear in mind, oh, you can't actually see me. Ah! I'll bring you up a little bit, there you go. So, I'm gonna, it's like these orange ones are all secondhand, either from World of Books or Vinted. More modern black penguin classics. Just got Wuthering Heights, The Monk, which I've yet to read. I picked this up probably around this time last year. No, that is such a lie. I got it in like October. God, I'm just flipping lying left, right and centre. Anyway, so yeah, I got those. Then I've got my Penguin Modern Classics. Then I've got my vintage, I mean, I'm saying this like you can't see it. Then I've got my vintage classics, and I put perfume here because I didn't really know where to put it, and it fit, so I put it there. Then I've got, I don't know what these are called, Penguin English library copies of Frankenstein, and the picture of Dorian Gray. So that means, yes, I've got 3 copies of the picture of Dorian Gray, and 4 copies of Frankenstein. I know, it's excessive. I know it is. But I love those books. Then we've got Toni Morrison, Beloved and Sula. And then I've got my very small Dark Academia. I say that, I kind of just put them there because it looks nice. So we've got If We Were Villains, Secret History, Goldfinch, Atonement, We, and then Little Women, and my Cranford collection copies. Moving down, we've got, this is a bit of an odd shelf, but we basically got literary fiction-ish That's what I'm kind of thinking. I've decided to show Betty because if you haven't heard me talk about Betty before, which I feel like that's probably a low possibility because it's all I talk about, this was my favourite book so far this year. And yes, the picture on the front is a young girl, so that might change. I might display something else because in the dark at night I might see that and think there's someone in my room. I probably won't because I'm not an idiot, but you never know. And then I've got my fantasy in alphabetical order, I think. If it's not, mind your business. Yeah, I really like how this looks. I just really like how this shelf looks. I like that it's quite dark and we've got like, it's like, I just love it. Over here we've got 3 special editions. I've got my 6 of Crows special editions. I did not. 6 of Crows looks a lot thicker than Crooked Kingdom. Anyway, then I've got Ninth House, The Familiar, Kindred. I think this is kind of fantasy because I think she's time travelling. Speaking of time travel, I should probably maybe put Addie LaRue down here. I don't know where she is though. Actually, where is she? I've actually lost her. I'm back! Right, so I've actually moved some things around now because I was being a slight idiot before. So this is kind of fantasy. So we've got God, I've actually got a lot of fantasy. I like to say that I'm not a fantasy reader, but it seems like I somewhat am. So fantasy is from A Natural History of Dragons. I'm so excited to read that actually. Funny that I didn't buy it for a reason. Lee Bardugo, R of Kwang, the book. See, I picked this up. I don't even know when. Also, look at the floppiness on that. It is rigid. It is stiff. V.E. Schwab. I've kind of tried to display my little cute editions of The Little Prince and The Hobbit, and then I've got my actual Hobbit book that I read. The Book Thief, still haven't read that. I think I got that literally 6 years ago. And then I've got my little tiny Greek section, like Greek retellings, and then my comics. And then, if you'll join me, anyway, here we are, back at the top. This previously did have like shit on it, but it's basically another shelf, which is perfect. So over here, these are my mum's Royal Assassins Robin Hobb collection. Basically, this one of the reasons I do want to read this, obviously other than the fact that it's like my mum's favourite books ever, is that Lin-Manuel Miranda has a quote on the back of this one. So if that's not motivation, I don't know what is. Then I've got my Daphne du Maurier books. Then I've got my Shakespeare. Then I kind of put The Winter Soldier here because I don't know where to put it, and yeah, I'll just put that there. Then I've got, these are the books that I'm taking to uni with me, as well as this probably. Yeah, these are books to read at uni. And then I've got my Grishaverse up here. I've read all of them apart from the King of Scars duology because I want to prolong this universe for as long as possible, and I've recently reread 6 of Crows, so then I might reread Crooked Kingdom before going back into this. So yeah, that is that bookshelf. I've still got a lot of books on the floor that are gonna obviously go on to my other one, and I'll update you when that's done, and then I'll add my trinkets, and then this video should be tied up. So yeah, see you soon. Well, guess who's done? Well, I say that there are plenty of books on the floor which I actually don't know what I'm going to do with. For example, I think I am going to put my Olivia Blake books onto Vinted. So if you want any books, for example, nothing. For example, I've got this and absolutely never read it. I'm just not in the mood for this at all anymore. Like, One for My Enemy was one of the worst books I've read this year. I don't like it at all. So there are more books if anyone's interested. This shelf is a bit more haphazard because I didn't really know what I was doing. But as you can see, I have 2 display things. Anyway, we'll go from the top. So, for example, As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, I didn't know where to put that. So I ended up putting it up here, because also like Minor Detail and I Who Have Never Known Men, I've realised I had them after finishing that shelf, and I probably would have put them on there somewhere, but I haven't. So they're up here. Jane Eyre, my second copy of Jane Eyre, Thousand Splendid Suns, and then we've got Agnes Grey, The Great Gatsby. We've just got other classics up here, like different classics, the covers of classics that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I don't know why I bought these 1984 and Animal Farm copies, because they're flipping hideous. Anyway, and then we've got like plays here. So my original copy of this is my A-level copy of King Lear. It's like actually one of my prized possessions. I love it so much. Oh my god, if I could go back just to study King Lear. I just wish I had a better teacher for King Lear, to be honest, but I love King Lear so much. So yeah, that's up here. I'm losing the will to live at the minute. This is a bit of a random shelf. So we do have Ali Hazelwood. So it kind of starts off with romance. We've got Ali Hazelwood and then my Emily Henry's, and this is my order of my favourites. So I've got You and Me on Vacation is my favourite Emily Henry book, then Beach Read, then Happy Place, then Book Lovers. I haven't read Funny Story or Great Big Beautiful Life yet, so they're at the end. And then I had these books which I didn't really know where to put anywhere else, and their colours match the shelf. So I've got my Emily Dickinson poems. Fun fact, one of my A-level English teachers told me that hope is the thing with feathers that reminds her of me. So yeah, take with what you will. What? But she started like then just like reciting the poem to me. I was like, oh, thanks. So again, random books. So kind of random. I've literally got a non-fiction in here because I've just given up. Oh my god, I've completely forgotten about my Shakespeare stories. I've completely forgotten about my children's Shakespeare. I forgot about my child of Shakespeare. Oh hell, I don't know why I've done this. I wanted to display this beautiful copy of Wuthering Heights that I got for my birthday last year. Catcher in the Rye, that book is the bane of my existence. I've tried to read that about 3 times. It's put me in a reading slump every single time. So, anyway, moving down. My Stephen King, they're my dad's Stephen King books. And then kind of like horror, I've gone for Gone Girl, The Lamb, and then my Holly Jacksons. And if I were to show you the books on my floor, you would say, Emily, you've still got so many books out. I know, but I don't want them on my shelf and I don't know where I'm going to put them. So they might just have to go somewhere. Also, so yeah, this is the... So if anyone wants a book, these are the books that I'm selling. I don't think I'm selling Me Before You actually, so that's a lie. I don't know what's on my Vinted and what's not right now. I feel like they all might be. I don't know if Seven Husbands is. I don't know if I want to keep this because I think the author might be problematic, but also this book, when I read it, it was like a night, like I felt It's like the similar with Daisy Jones and the Six. Like I want to keep that because of what it meant to me when I read it, but I also don't want to promote this author. So I might just hide them. But yeah, these ones, they're all going, guys. Please take them off my hands because I don't want any of them. Okay, I think I have finally finished. Hello? Thought I'd show you the little like trinkets I've put up. So we have this little Christmas mouse, and then we have Drouse, and then we've got this little cute like crystal tree here, and then on top we have Daredevil, we have Bucky, and we have Wanda. Over here we have the cute unicorn from Despicable Me, and then as we go down we have Herbie from Fantastic Four, and here are literally all of the books that I'm trying to get rid of. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like my new bookshelves. And yeah, I love how they've turned out, especially this one. I love the books on the top because I just was an idiot for not putting anything like that on top of it before. I do, however, now have the task of finding places to put the things I had on top somewhere else. Did that even make sense then? I don't know, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to buy a book, go to my Vinted, link will be in the description. And yeah, happy reading, just happy reading, I guess. Yeah.
You got me jumping like